Hello, and happy late St. Patrick's Day. I hope you all had a good, safe holiday. Um, it's always been a favorite in my family. I think Halloween's number one, St. Patrick's Day, close number two, maybe tied with Thanksgiving. Um, anyway, so today I wanted to ask you what you look for in a true crime creator. YouTuber, TikToker, whatever. I'm just curious what the general standards are. Do you like something that is immediate, talking about the gossip, what's coming out as it comes out? Or do you prefer something that is a little more patient, waits for documents, and is a little more stable? Do you like the crime and makeup thing? Do you prefer the focus to be solely on the case and the victims? For me personally, I have a background in research. I trained in anthropology, history, and for me, research is very important. I need someone who really looks beyond the headlines and the Wikipedia articles. I need facts, I need details as much as possible, and I need them to clarify what is their opinion versus what is not. I'm not a big fan of something else going on while they talk about the case. I think it was Gabulosis, who did a few episodes where she was sketching the victims, and I thought that was a very respectful, interesting way to have something secondary going on, but she didn't do it for very long. I don't doubt the sincerity of the makeup artists, and I understand that the true crime community is predominantly women, and that people like to be entertained while listening to these stories, so it makes sense to have two things going on at once. It's just not my preference. For me, I feel the focus being split, it's just a distraction to me. In fact, one of my very favorite young, new, up-and-coming true crime creators switched over to that format not too long ago, and I still follow her, but I don't watch her. I love her humor, her empathy, her way of doing research and discussing the cases, and I want to support her. I just don't care for the makeup thing. It's a distraction to me personally. And I don't know, I know some of the big names in true crime do that. And some of the ones that don't actually started in beauty and then moved into true crime. So it seems to be linked. But for me, I need integrity in research. I need a separation of fact from theory. And I definitely need empathy. Genuine empathy. These are not ghost stories. These are not campfire tales. These are real human beings who lost their lives, whose families are devastated, people who have all the emotions, all of the dreams and hopes for the future that we have. And all of that was ripped away from them. And it has to be more than entertainment to listen to these cases. But I do see a lot of success in creators who are just throwing out any thought they have. So I'm curious. I mean, what is it you look for in someone? My focus isn't on being a true crime creator. I'm not doing cases. I just want to talk about issues like this within the true crime community. I'm thinking about doing maybe a top 10 favorites of mine. There's a little part of me thinking I want to do my least favorites, but I don't want to do that. It's not very nice. There are people I strongly dislike. People that either skip over research, who seem more focused on likes and clicks than telling the story of these people. People who might glamorize the killer. And just as a personal pet peeve, I don't like the ones that state things as if they know for certain when it's speculation. The ones that really, I have a couple that I don't want to name, but people that state things as if they have some mystical knowledge of truth that is beyond what investigators or the public know, and do not retract statements when they've been blatantly proven wrong. We all get things wrong. That's not an issue for me. Nobody has to be perfect. I don't mind that at all. But if you make a mistake, you should admit it. You should try to fix it. If you made a mistake in a video, you can pin a comment fixing it, explaining it, apologizing, whatever's necessary. Yeah, I'm curious about how people select the creators that they want to listen to, what it is that draws you into a case and keeps your attention. Somebody like Stephanie Harlow has really gone towards the deep dives, the hours and hours of thoroughly researched work, whereas someone like Christina Randall is very topical and shares her opinion. And both of them are coming from legitimate research, one more professional than the other, but Christina does her part to know as much as possible and never claims to be more of a researcher than she is. And I appreciate that. But more importantly, they're both coming from a place of genuine empathy. And I just dropped my phone. Okay. So the question is, what do you look for? What do you want? What is it that might make you decide to no longer follow someone? Do you like a lot of context and background, or do you prefer just the details, the grisly, dark specifics, or the general information about what happened? Do you like to know a lot about the lives of the victim, or do you want to focus on the crime itself, whether to detach yourself emotionally a bit for your sanity, or because you're more focused on the puzzle of the crime and what happened? There are a lot of reasons to be interested in true crime, and there are creators that really fill that need for everyone. And I personally get frustrated by some of these people when I see them, especially when it seems they're just coming up with a theory and locked into it with maybe some evidence, maybe none, and are very resistant to any challenges, and then don't retract when they're wrong. I don't like that. And I definitely don't like when it's about someone's ego and the attention they're getting for their work more than it is about the victims. So that's where I'm at. I have favorites. I have non-favorites. And yeah, I think I probably will do my top 10. And there's at least one who's on that list that probably wouldn't be expected because she's a little different and she's very, very underrated. And I'd like to see her grow substantially. So I'll get back to you on those. But for now, just please share your opinions. What do you want? What do you like? Okay. Have a good day. Listen to your instincts. Stay safe. And I will be back later.